The Golan Heights has been fought over many times. Arguably the most significant conflict was in 1967 when Israel seized it from Syria. Under de facto annexation since 1981, the area is still heavily militarised today. These Israeli troops are participating in exercises. A fortnight ago, Hezbollah rockets slammed into the side of mountains near the town of Majdal Shams. The once thriving market is deserted of locals and tourists alike. Vendors who live off the land have no one to buy their produce. Raid says the encroaching conflict along the Israeli-Lebanese border overshadows her economic woes.
My grandchildren are having psychological problems because they're scared of the noise of the jets and the rockets. Everything's hard. It's not only about providing food.
And at the next stall, Fatin Al-Ajami sums it up succinctly.
There are no customers, no tourists. We have war. We're afraid of the war. There is no work.
It's hard to make a living in Majdal Shams, but it is relatively tranquil here, especially when compared to other towns closer to the Israeli-Lebanese border. The Why Cafe used to be packed every night with customers who'd ponder the origins of the restaurant's name. Owner Salam Safadi says why is a frequent question here.
Every one of us asks himself why I live here, why I wake up in the morning, why I do this, why I do that, and everything. So when you come here, you just see the word why, and you start, questioning about your life and what do you want from it.
And if you're struggling to wrap your head around those big existential questions, then consider this. The vast majority of us have at least one of these, an instantly recognisable document bearing the insignia of where we come from. But many people in the Druze communities here in Israeli-occupied Golan Heights refuse Israeli citizenship on principle and the passport that comes along with it. Instead, they have a travel document, and under nationality, it simply says undefined. The issue of nationality divides Golan Heights Druze, as do the questions of how much to engage in the Israeli labour market and with Israeli institutions. Anger against a wind turbine project spilled over into protests last year, with the Druze arguing the plans further solidified the occupation of their ancestral lands and threatened their rural way of life. Generally, there's a good relationship between Israelis and Druze. This isn't the occupied West Bank. The battle here is for the preservation of a community's character and identity. Claire Herriot, TRT World, Majdal Shams, in the occupied Golan Heights.